everyone, Derek Johnson with Tatango.com. We are here at Mobile World Congress 2019. We're actually not in the GSMA Innovation City anymore. We are on Hall 8.1 and we are at the CM.com booth. And it is a massive booth here. And I have Saskia from CM.com. First off, Saskia, what is CM.com?
CM.com is a provider for messaging. So aside of only sending SMS, we are also enabling enterprises to send all business messages to any chat platform that is available.
Cool. So in addition to RCS, that's SMS and Apple Business Chat, right?
Absolutely, but also WhatsApp or Line if you're in different locations. Yeah.
And you have a demo. A lot of people have been showing RCS, which you guys do a lot of RCS, but you have a demo for us about Apple Business Chat.
That's correct, yes, Apple Business Chat. That's what we want to show. I want to add one thing about CM.com. So we are ensuring that we can provide conversational commerce, and it's way more than just providing messaging for companies. So we're combining lots of features to make sure that the message that the consumer receives is as rich and complete as possible till final payment.
Perfect. Okay, so walk us through this Apple Business Chat demo.
I will, yes. So what I have in front of me is an iPhone, and from almost any version of iPhones that decently work, you can start using Apple Business Chat. So imagine you have a website from where you can trigger, or you're searching and browsing on the web, and you can start using Apple Business Chat, and you can initiate the flow. So in this case, I'm using a QR code, but it could be a link on a website, or it could be a message that's initiated from any organization. So, shit. So what you see is that instead of all the round and the round logos, those are users. This is a square logo, and that's a business messaging.
And a business could customize that with their font, their logo, everything like that?
Absolutely, yes. So once you're verified as an organization, then once you have the tick box, and green means that you're in production. So this is still a beta version. So if you want to try it with your iPhone, unfortunately it doesn't work. But you will also have your logo, yeah? Okay. So that's how you recognize official businesses.
And the QR code that you just scanned is on the table. That could be in a retail restaurant space, and it's essentially triggering a message to start the conversation?
Yeah, that's correct. But it could also be, for instance, if you're in Maps, or if you're looking and browsing for something, if you're on a website, or for instance a hospital, and you want to make an appointment with a doctor, you could also have a link there that you open via your iMessage.
Do you think the QR code, because I haven't seen QR codes for a while, but they seem to kind of be coming back, do you think that will be the way that people engage with Apple Business Message, or will it be through search, or a combination of everything?
I think it's a combination of many things, but via search I think we'll have most of the successes.
Okay. So what happens now?
What happens now is that I have opened Apple Business Chat, and I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. So here I have... Can you cut it out?
Oh no, well, yeah, we can edit it.
Okay, thank you. Because I want to start again.
Yeah, no problem.
So what we have now is I've scanned the QR code, and I will receive a message where I can place an order, and I can initiate the flow as a user. So what's going to happen is communicating to my bot, which in this case I have linked to my merchandise shop, okay, via which you can order coffee on our booth. Yeah, but this could also be your own store, your website, via which you have your online browsing, your retail shop, for instance. But it could also be a hospital where you have all those options, for instance, which doctor appointment you want to make. But here we have the categories, so we're searching and we're going to order coffee.
And this is all within Apple Business Chat. You don't have to go to a different website. It looked really great, kind of what was just displayed there.
Yeah, it's very clean, and you stay in session. So you don't have to browse, you don't have to navigate through any other app. So you remain in here. Yeah. So you already mentioned you want to have coffee, so that's what you get. So I have ordered coffee now for you. And the next thing that's going to ask if I want to have more. So in this case I'm going to say no, but obviously if you want to shop further, then that's definitely an option. So I'm going to say no, I don't need anything else. But so what it will do now, it will ask me when I want to pick it up. Imagine in the morning you want to have your Starbucks standing ready for you. That's of course possible, then you can have a pickup time. But it's way more expected in a user story like a hospital where you want to make your doctor's appointment. Yeah. So here I can select times, I can also select dates. Yeah. So I'm going to say, we're going to pick it up at 5. Then it will be ready for you. The next thing is now it's going to make a confirmation which I can immediately add to my calendar.
Oh, nice.
But even nicer is that I can pay immediately in this channel.
The payment is really interesting because that really completes the whole flow. Right now with SMS, usually you have to kick them to a mobile app or a website. You've done the whole process and stayed within iMessage.
Absolutely, yes. No need to leave the channel.
And I know, okay, a lot of people are going to be asking, what's the difference between RCS and iMessage? Do they compete? Do they coexist? Where do you see kind of all of these different messaging channels, for a brand coming together?
For brands coming together, they should not have the headache on which device a user is using. So they should connect via us and they reach all those different devices without the headache of understanding. And it's going to have the similar experience depending on which phone a user has. So I think they will coexist, especially because Apple is not part of RCS yet.
Yes, yeah. And what about the brands that you work with? What have they been telling you about? Because I know you guys do a lot of Apple Business Chat work. What's their experience? Are they happy? Are they missing things? What's their experience been?
The experience is people are very convenient using it. It's so user friendly. It fits in the design of the app that you're used to. Yeah.
And do you see maybe Apple Business Chat almost replace mobile apps for some brands?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's it.
We
yes.
absolutely think
so. Really, conversational commerce, it could eventually replace a mobile app.
Yes.
That's the plan.
Yes, that's the plan, yes.
Awesome. Is there anything you guys have learned here at CM.com about building these experiences, whether it's RCS or Apple Business Chat, that maybe was brand new for your thinking or things that you hadn't thought about but brands are experiencing now that you could help maybe some of our viewers if they're building their own conversational app to maybe not make the same mistakes that maybe you have or you've gone through?
Yeah, obviously it's open for conversation, right? So you get a lot of responses. If you're used to send one-way messages, then expect huge amount of questions back. So be prepared of which channels you're opening because people have lots of questions and it's not, because it's so convenient to chat. So that's one, and it requires huge amount of departments to work together.
Okay.
Yeah, because this already has payments. So you need a financial department. It has the design department. You need to have the website department, but also the support team needs to be ready because they want to know which campaign you have sent.
Very interesting. So really involving everybody in the company. And then secondly, if you open up a channel, be ready for inbound messages on that channel.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, that was a great demo. It's very interesting to see Apple Business Chat here at Mobile World Congress 2019. We are with CM.com Saskia, and she just showed us an awesome demo from Apple Business Chat about how to order a coffee and pay for it right within messaging.